This video is going to be about what to look for and doing your homework before you buy a gun. Um, this is one of the most important things you can do when it comes to buying guns and gun owning. You're going to have quite a few in your collection. Um, you know, I've had a lot of help from the internet. More help, I used to talk to people and ask them what they thought, and from my experience, you can't go by that, because forums are one of the shittiest places you can, I'll get into that in a minute, one of the shittiest places you can ever get information about guns, and it can be one of the best. But whenever you ask somebody about guns, 90% of the people I meet, if I know them or something, they don't have a gun, or cause cousin of mine told them, or a friend of a friend, I asked to see it, or what kind I got, or something like that, most of the time they try to chime in and try to talk to me about guns, and I don't nag on them, or I don't tell them they're wrong or nothing like that, but most of the stuff they'll end up telling me is not right. They just heard it from somebody, and that's it. You can't go by that. A lot of people are stupid, to put it like that. And when I say people are stupid, I'm not talking about the people trying to learn, because I've learned a lot of stuff myself. And when I look back at when I started buying guns, I didn't know a shit ton, and a lot of people's helped me out. But the people who act like they know what they're talking about and won't take any truth for the right answer, they're stupid. But anyway, this is why I got on YouTube. I got help from a lot of people on YouTube channels, and I still do. When I'm going to buy a new gun, you best believe I'm for hours searching everything I know of to search to get whether the gun's a good gun or not. And you really have to, hardest part about that is weeding out the fanboys of that brand, because every brand's got them. The ones that the gun can blow up in their face, take out their eyes, and they'll still tell you the gun's the best gun ever. The people that's real closed-minded when it comes to brands, you gotta watch out for those people, because they're like a plague, and they're everywhere. But see, my goal for making this channel is, I'm not going to mention any names, but there's a lot of real popular gun channels, and I've never heard these people talk bad about a gun. That's what I look for. Whenever someone talks about every gun brand and only talks about the good stuff about them, it doesn't say, yeah, well, I've had 3 jams on this one before, but this one's good, or this gun blew up in my face, but you just hear the good stuff. It's like they're sponsored or something like that. You gotta look out for that too. I look for the people that give their honest opinion. Like, if I have a jam, I'm gonna tell you I have a jam. I feel that's my duty to help people out. There's a lot of good channels like that, and I have a lot of subscribed. Pete from the Army channel, he tells you like it is. He tells you whether or not he likes the gun or is jammed on them, And he just put up a video today talking about he's got three guns that he said he never own again, just because he knows there's lemons. Every gun's got a lemon. They got lemons. It's manufactured. It's machine metal made by man, or even computers. Computers mess up. It's made. But anyway, I go to YouTube, and that's the type of people I look at. Like Pete tells you like it is. A lot of good channels. I'm not gonna get all of them, but I like Pete's channel a lot. The Army channel, that's a good channel. Anyway, but yeah, that's my goal. You'll never hear bullshit from me. If I have problems with a gun, I'll tell you. That's it. But when you go to forums, you're pretty much giving everybody. It seems like some people try to get 15 minutes of fame, or nobody want. This is the thing. Nobody wants to go out and spend $800 on a gun and tell people how much of a piece of shit it is. A lot of people when they buy guns, they buy for showing off, or it's alright. But it's like braggers, like they want to just, this is the best, nothing else good. No gun shoots. An AK-47 don't shoot right. No, because they got on an AR. Or like me, I'll be the first one to tell you, I'm a big AK-47 fan. That's one of my favorite rifles. Is it as accurate as an AR? No, not even close. 200 range, it's as good as you need it. Or 200, I said 200. Anyway, 200 yards, I'm retarded. At that range is as good as you need it. Forums, like one of my buddies, he's gotten into guns recently, and he goes to forums a lot. Now I tell him, he doesn't know enough to know how to sort the weeds out from the grass, and I'm like, that's really. And he comes on there and he's like, man, I heard this gun don't. And I'm like, dude, I've shot those guns. I know plenty of people own them. You're just listening to dumbasses. But don't get me wrong, I go to forums are kind of my last source of information that I go to, because there you can have someone. I look for the people that's got experience and really know what they're talking about. The ones that give you the good and the bad, and the ones that have owned both guns. Like if they've owned Bushmaster or DPMS, I'll look for a person that's owned both of them and shot plenty of rounds. And most of the time they'll tell you they're both good guns. This gun does this gun does that. You have to do a lot of research, because you could end up buying, because not only do some guns have lemons, some brands have more lemons than others, and I've had that experience a lot of times. I won't own a gun that isn't reliable. I refuse to. And there's certain gun brands that make 20 shitty items and 2 of the best that you can buy. That you buy any of the other guns, if you're a good piece of shit, you buy that certain product line of theirs, and you'll get the best of all that type of gun. But the YouTube community is a good community, and most of the people that even shy away from telling you whether a gun's bad or not, they just won't put up the videos about them, and that's alright too. You just want to have, not because a lot of people, when you talk bad about a gun, give you negative comments, and I guess they just don't want to deal with the politics of that. But hope this helps some people. If you have any questions, send me a question. I had somebody send me a comment on one of my videos today talking about this is the first person I ever heard of having trouble with the Rock-On, but I'm sure it's not nothing, they just done it wrong. But talking about they had a live round stuck in their chamber, and they tried to load it and the slide stuck, and I tried to comment on back fast. He hasn't sent me no message back. We was talking about maybe firing it out of the gun, and my God, I told him not to. Hopefully he's alright. Hopefully he didn't try to fire it. That might have been what happened. I can only imagine if he locked the slide in, and I don't even know how it could happen, or if the bullet was wrong. Hopefully it wasn't a reload. I don't know. But anyway, hope this helps. Thanks.